So on this field, this is where the Roman town of Durobrivae once stood.
It wasn't just any town, it was one of the most important Roman settlements in this region of Britain. Its name likely means fort by the bridges, a reference to its position near the River Nene and the major Roman road known as Ermine Street. The amazing thing is you don't even need to look very hard. You can actually still see the street on Google Maps to this day. It was a strategic position where the road and where the river met. For the Romans, this meant trade, movement, and more importantly, military logistics. The town developed in the 1st century AD and grew into a substantial settlement. Archaeological evidence indicates that by the later Roman period, the town was enclosed by a defensive earthworks and stone walls, organised streets, and a planned layout. Aerial photography has revealed the outlines of buildings and road systems, still visible as the crop marks today. And now this is where it gets a little bit more interesting. So Durobrivae wasn't just a stop on the middle of a road, it was an industrial centre. Archaeologists discovered just north of the River Nene in Normangate Field that there was evidence of ironworking and pottery making. This was all done at a large scale as well. See, this is where colour-coated pottery was made and actually can be found all over Britain. But one of the places it was made was right here. Well, maybe not here, but you get the idea. So that means the pottery made in Durobrivae was transferred. So that means the pottery made in Durobrivae was transported all over Britain. So just imagine the scene that it would have been on this field. Kilns are burning away for pottery vessels, iron working in the background, and carts fully loaded, leaving the town, going up and down the Ermine Street. So just think, that was smoky, it was productive, it was busy, it was noisy. It's nothing like what it is today, just farmland. During those ancient times, Rome was a powerhouse. It was connected, it was commercial, and more importantly, it was organised. But then, just across the river, just slightly north of Durobrivae, stands something that's even quite more impressive. Now, welcome to Castor. Roughly around this spot is where one of the most amazing buildings used to stand, and it was called the Praetorium. Built around the 3rd century AD, this was no ordinary building. The terrace complex extends roughly 290 metres by 130 metres across the hillside. Now, I know this is associated with Christianity anyway, but my historic side of me got the better of me. And this symbol right here usually would have the Alpha and Omega symbol on either side as well. But before the Battle of Milvian Bridge, Emperor Constantine looked up into the sky and he saw this symbol. If he decided to change his army to this new god, that he would win the battle. Excavations around the site revealed mosaics, underground heating system and bath suites. Now, the word Praetorium is usually associated with commander's headquarters, but the fascinating part was that we don't even know what the building's function was for. But what we do know is this: it was designed to impress. From its elevated position, it overlooked the surrounding landscape, including the industrial areas of Durobrivae. So picture this: below was a structured Roman town filled with kilns and trade, and above, a monumental complex of mosaics and heated floors. That's not a backwater province, that's Rome projecting power. Now, if you're thinking, well, surely something this massive didn't just sit unnoticed. Well, at least you'd be right. The site here at Castor caught the attention of archaeologists nationwide. It was also investigated by Time Team. Yeah, that Time Team again, I love Time Team. Which means that this lovely quiet town once had trenches being opened up and archaeologists bickering to each other. When they investigated the site, what became clear very quick was the sheer scale of the complex. You see, this was a very ambitious build. It's easy to talk about big villas and towns and how they looked like, but you got to stop and think, there was people inside those towns. You know, you had a potter probably checking his kiln temperature. You had a kid running around a courtyard, an official walking over his mosaic floor. When you stand here It's very quiet. It's actually a really nice village. But 1800 years ago, this place would have been noisy. It would have been filled with a lot of chatter of trade, people just going around their daily lives. Now, what I love about this is that for centuries, this was just uneven ground and scattered stone. But archaeologists like Time Team help bring these places back into public memory and remind us that they weren't myths. Now, when we think of Romans, we always think of the poor people inside towns and the elite outside towns with their big villas. But if you look around the local landscape, you'll actually see lots of evidence of agricultural work. Excavations in the surrounding area, including sites near Ferry Meadows and Nassington, have uncovered Roman farmsteads and large buildings, including probable barns. These structures supported the urban centre. So you've got to think of it just like modern day. You know, it was all working together. It had supply chains, it had storage, it had transport links. So it was urban, it was industrial, and it was agricultural. Rome doesn't really seem that far off to modern day now, does it? So yes, I brought you to another field, well, technically. But beneath the grass of the field I wanted to go to would just have been a normal town, not dissimilar to what me and you would know. Wait, don't touch that!
Who are you?
Well, I'm you from the future.
What?
You've got somewhere to be. Yeah. Breakfast. Really? Then make me. Okay then.
No, my espresso.
You have no idea how much I needed this.